Hello, everyone. It's Wednesday, October 22nd. We'll start with that 7-day forecast. And what I want to talk really about is something that our weather team has been discussing for the last few days, and we will yet for another week, because it's really the only thing that is happening across the eastern United States. And that's talking about the weekend of Halloween. And really, I would say the days leading up to Halloween weekend. Let me first start off to show you that here's our current 7-day forecast. And from the period of Saturday through, I would say at least next Tuesday, if not next Wednesday, it's dominated by a very large high pressure. This has been what has controlled most of our weather this fall. We get these big bubbles of a high pressure, and that's why we have been consistently on the drier side. Yes, once a week we'll get a passing front leading to a little bit of rain, but nothing that has provided much soaking rain. Now, I want to show you, this is the current satellite ray. Well, this is what we'd call our precision cast. We have an upper level low. You're going to see that spinning around, and that is providing us with some cooler and breezy conditions here as we wrap up the week. Now, we see that begin to disappear. I'm stopping this at the weekend. I will try to explain the best I can. There is a big high pressure. We're only seeing the southern half of this high pressure. So really that high pressure goes all the way up into Quebec, comes down along the Great Lakes, New England, and here across the Mid-Atlantic too. So what you're going to see is any system that comes near us is going to tuck underneath us. And there is a developing trough following this high. So watch what happens moving into next week. You see how everything just kind of swings around this high as the high begins to finally move out. So this high pressure finally begins to move out. You're going to start to see sort of some backloading or backfilling, retrograding. That has been what we've been noticing right now moving into the upcoming weekend. But if you're a weather weenie and you're listening and you watch a lot of social media content, you're probably seeing anything from the potential for snow in spots, some areas getting 10, 12 inches of rain. Well, when you look at something like this, of course, that's pulling one particular model solution, deterministic run, as they would say, and of course, the most extreme. So when it all boils down, there is a much larger trough, I would say a significant trough that will be moving through during the holiday stretch, Halloween stretch. So we're talking Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Could it just be a swinging trough and cooler, blustery conditions? Absolutely. Could there be some rain? I'm kind of hoping maybe at some point we do see some rain, but something else is kind of making this a little more interesting and unique is we have Tropical Storm Melissa. Well, while we're getting this trough moving through, this trough will be moving through here into the Halloween weekend. Melissa is either going to go one of three ways. It's going to either curve, maybe head a little closer to the Gulf. It could be swinging north and then sliding up the Atlantic, or it could jet out into the Atlantic Ocean. So you see, there is a wide array of possibilities. And that's why I wouldn't lock into anything really until we get into next week, because Melissa could even have some steering impacts too. This is what the Climate Prediction Center has for Halloween weekend, showing that there maybe is a little more confidence of wetter than average conditions. That doesn't mean we're getting 4 days of rain. That doesn't necessarily mean we're getting significant rain, but the potential does exist that we could at least see some moisture. Now, in my opinion, I think this is a little too generous yet. I'm not confident enough in saying that we're looking at moisture moving in our direction just yet. What I can say with confidence is there will be a more significant trough, similar to what we're dealing with now, but more significant, meaning it will be cooler, it will be blustery, but could we pull in some moisture here from the Atlantic? That's what we're waiting to see. So we will certainly keep you posted and let you know. And our weather team will keep nerding out on it. When we start to feel a little more consistency exists, we will be back on here to give you an update.